Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for October 2023. We're going to do a Celtic cross here for you. I did a Celtic cross last month or the middle of the month, and I loved it. So we're going to do it again. Why not? In your current general energies, you have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups can represent, focusing on what you no longer have. And it can also represent crying over something that no longer serves you. So, the thing about the Five of Cups is that we just need to realize that what we are, the loss that we are grieving is something that no longer needs to be in our life anyway. So, again, it's like the guy on the Five of Cups, I'll show you in a second, but he has lost his taste for wine. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like you've lost your taste for something, but you could still be grieving the loss of it, which I totally understand. It's like, if you like lost a person, for example, it's like maybe you see the person as a bozo, but you're still grieving the loss of the situation, right? And that's kind of like what I feel here in this reading. You have this card that says, believe in yourself and your ability to carry out your dream. I actually see very rapid success coming in for you. You have all three of my cards are rapid success. Eight of Wands, which is very rapid success. The Sun, rapid success. And the Wheel of Fortune can represent rapid success. So, I feel like you need to believe that you can accomplish something great at this time. You have this Festive Times card here as well, which says, finding joy in life again. You were born for this. There you go. So I feel like you were born for this success that's coming in for you. And you also have this Divine Timing card, which says your angels are working behind the scenes. Things will come together exactly at the right time. But I feel like the time is now. Wheel of Fortune, what you have here, is a card of divine timing, and it is a card of timing. So, it seems to me like you're at the right place at the right time. You have this Three of Pentacles as your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you, and I kind of feel that this is something that will help you if you allow it to. So the Three of Pentacles is a card of teamwork. It kind of says teamwork makes the dream work. So if you are trying to move on from something, or if you are trying to heal with the Five of Cups here, over some sort of loss or whatever the case may be, then there could be people in your life who really want to guide you or who really want to push you forward. You also see this lady here standing out to me as well. She has these polka dots on her cloak, and polka dots in the tarot represent taking things too seriously. So they can represent needing to have more fun, needing to enjoy yourself more, needing to do more things that you love to do, like all that other good stuff. So, again, I feel like some of you need to do more of the stuff that you love to do with your life. You have the King of Pentacles in the area of your thoughts. The King of Pentacles is a card of kind of like holding on to things. Number one, he is the card of convention, right? So convention just represents the way things have always been done. And so I kind of feel, that you need to break free from your story, or there's something here about holding on to something. He doesn't really represent that, but he is the card of convention, which is the way things have always been done. And so sometimes I feel like when he shows up in a reading that you could be just thinking that everything is the same, or, you could be thinking that if you enter into a new love situation, for example, that it's going to be just like the last one, or if you get a job that it's going to be just like the last one. And so it's like there's a need here for you to see that things can be done differently, that your life can be different. And you have the Two of Swords here in your very near future, which we're going to talk about. But the Two of Swords also represents needing to realize that things do not always have to be the same. Same thing with the Temperance card as well. In the area of your foundation, you have the Temperance card. And I actually really like this. I really like that you have the Temperance card here. It is a card of turning one thing into another. So you could be turning a negative into a positive. You could also be turning a positive into a negative with the Temperance card. The choice is yours. But I would be using your powers of alchemy to, turn one thing into another. He's also kind of like waiting for the right time to do something. You see this right here. This path is the path to glory. And there's this crown right here. He wants to get that crown, but he could easily just, kind of step off onto that path. He doesn't really need to wait to start this journey. In the area of your past, you have the Death card and the Five of Wands. Both cards wanted to kind of come out together there. And so the Death card could be you, and the Five of Wands is a card of, conflict and competition. I feel like some of you have experienced conflict and competition, but I also feel that maybe in the past you have been conflicted about the direction that you want to move in life or some of the risks that you want to take. I feel that the Five of Wands is encouraging you to kind of like look at how far you've come. I feel like the Five of Wands is saying you've come a long way, you've learned a lot, you've had a lot of learning lessons. Again, these people, they're not really fighting on the Five of Wands. They are learning how to fight. They're using sticks, not swords. So it's like they have, they're basically training. And I feel like you have been through some challenges and difficulties. And the reading is basically saying you need to get something for those challenges that you've been through. It's like, don't just go through a challenge and earn nothing for it. I feel it's saying you can earn something for the difficulties and challenges you've been through. And clearly, again, there's like rapid success coming in here at the end. You have the Two of Swords, probably your most important card here. Very simple solution. We want to get over here. She is just thinking this or that on the Two of Swords. So she is using her conventional thinking, right? Just like the King of Pentacles in the area of your thoughts. Thinking that all solutions can only come from what you already know, and really she's my card of third place solutions. She has this new island behind her. And I always say she needs to get to that new island because there's something new over there. There's something she's never experienced before over there. And it could be very beneficial to her. So again, I would open up to new ways of doing things in your life. I would break free from conventional thinking and, don't be afraid to, come up with, unique or different ways of, starting a business or starting a relationship or whatever it is you want. Doesn't matter. I would just like stay flexible here. And again, by the way, we have this an eclipse this month, and this last eclipse season we had was all about flexibility. I literally said in both the Scorpio and Taurus eclipse videos that we really need to make sure to stay flexible, think on our feet, be open to different ways of doing things. And again, I feel that for you here. You have the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is a change in your fortunes. It is successes. This is coming up in the area of your next few months, and the Wheel of Fortune is about taking control of the wheel so that you can be more successful. I always say with the Wheel of Fortune, we want to be at the center of the wheel here. That's where, we kind of can see good things and bad things as they circle around us. But when we see something bad coming or, a challenge entering into our life, we face it head on and take care of it right away. When we see something good coming, we double down on it. We give it more energy, more attention, more effort, right? We do more to get more out of it. And, that's exactly how I would live my life if I were you with the Wheel of Fortune, is I would be doubling down on the good stuff and trying to, as quickly as possible, eliminate the challenges or face them head on. Don't just sweep them under the rug, right? And, I always use the example of bills. It's like most people, they get a bill, they put it on a shelf, they forget about it. And then it turns into a bigger bill or a bigger problem, right? Instead of facing it head on. And so I would, face things head on with this energy. You have the Page of Swords in the area of your closest relationships. So this is all relationships in your life, all people in your life. And I do feel you could be very focused on the people in your life, or you could be kind of, you could be interacting more with people in your life as well with this energy. So, it's like you're more curious is what I get here. You do end with the Eight of Wands, which is a card of socializing. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Sun. These are all really amazing cards for, being more social. You could be a little standoffish because of the Five of Wands here, but I would really encourage you here in this reading to open up to, socializing, meeting new people, just because, again, I feel like that Page of Swords is like a little bit feral. I get like this feral energy off of him where he's like saying, it's almost like you're not used to good people in your life or something. I don't know. Weird message, but I would open up. You have in the area of your future feelings, you have the Sun, which is amazing. Sun is the best card in the deck, so definitely very positive feelings coming in for you in the area of your future feelings. I feel like there's going to be a lot of reasons for you to be happy. Again, you have this Festive Times card, which says finding joy in life. Again, holidays, parties. So again, social events. All those things would be very good for you. It also says you were born for this, and the Sun kind of would represent that. The Sun is shining a light on you. So whenever we have the Sun in a position like this, it's kind of like giving us attention. It's saying you were born for this success. And here you go. you have the Eight of Wands, which is like rapid success. I always say the Eight of Wands is like very hasty energy, but it's hasty in a good way. The Knight of Swords is hasty in a bad way, but the Eight of Wands can represent a quick success, abundance coming in for you quickly. I also feel there could be communication, like if you're waiting for news, or if you're waiting for approval or to receive approval on something. I kind of feel like this could be you getting approved for something, or getting the approval that you've been waiting for. It's definitely popping into my head with that Eight of Wands. But let's see what is going on here for you. With the Five of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, you have the High Priestess. So I would trust your intuition at this time. The High Priestess really says the sky's the limit. There are no limits. She has no roof over her head. And so I always say that the only thing that's stopping her from accomplishing something is herself, like her own ideas about herself or what she believes is possible. So I always tell people, like, shoot for the stars with this card, really go for something, especially if you're trying to accomplish something in your life, whatever it is, work, business, whatever. With the King of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this would be logical thinking, and not only that, the Ace of Swords is like laser-like focus. So, especially showing up in the area of your thoughts, the Ace of Swords would represent you having laser-like focus, or needing to focus on one thing. I think what you need to focus on is the Wheel of Fortune, whatever you see as being the biggest bang for your buck, right? I think that there might be certain goals, wishes, dreams you have, and I think that there might be some that will have a bigger impact than others, and that's what I'd be focusing on with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords doesn't want you to play small. The Ace of Swords has the crown on the top of it. It wants you to go for the crown. Same thing with the Temperance card, right? So you have this imagery here that really says, don't play small, play big. And I kind of feel like that's what the Ace of Swords is saying too. It's saying you'll be very successful, if you go for the gold, if you really go for something. With the Temperance card, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence, is a card of gratitude and luxuries as well. So I always think of this as a card of really practicing gratitude, being grateful for the things that you do have. I would also be paying attention to your resources. It looks to me like you could be experiencing a turnaround in your resources, which is great. This could be like more money, or just new opportunities coming in for you. Nine of Pentacles is also a card of independence, so it kind of says that you're very independent at this time. With the Death card and the Five of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords. Luckily, this is coming up in the past position, or the energy that you're moving past. So you could have been stabbed in the back. As a matter of fact, I think that in several of your readings here, Scorpio, we've been talking about how you were stabbed in the back, or how someone did you dirty, or whatever the case may be, right? So it kind of looks like you're moving past this energy. And again, there definitely could be new love coming in for you here, or someone has their eye on you, or you have your eye on them with that Page of Swords. You have Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo, Taurus, and could be another Scorpio as well, stand out to me so far. So, again, if you're looking for love, it could be one of those signs. Could be any sign. This is just a general reading, but let's see. With the Two of Swords, you have the Two of Wands. Yes, Two of Wands is about taking the lead, really stepping outside of a comfort zone, and really kind of going for something that you want. Two of Wands, the story of the Two of Wands is that the guy is standing at the top of a castle, and he's looking out in front of him, and he feels like he's accomplished everything. He's looking out at all his kingdom, right? And he's saying, oh, I have accomplished everything I want. But really, and he thinks there's nothing more for him to experience, but he has the whole world in his hands. So it kind of says you have the whole world in your hands right now. So you need to get out into the world so that you can go see what the world has to offer, right? It's I think the King of Pentacles is a little bit of a trap in your reading. And it's saying, it's like saying to me, to you, that, not every situation is exactly the same. That's really what I get here, is that it's almost like you have to go prove yourself wrong in this reading for all the right reasons, right? I feel like I said this to you recently, exactly that. So, I can't remember if it was you or someone else, but, I get this energy of needing to prove yourself wrong for the right reasons. Maybe you think everyone's a bozo or whatever. It's like saying, well, go prove yourself wrong and find a good person to date, right? There are plenty of them. So, maybe you don't believe that you can find a job you'll love, or maybe you don't believe that you can make the money that you want to make in life. Maybe you feel like you've tried everything, but I feel like this is saying no. If you get out into the world, if you challenge yourself, you're going to very quickly become successful here. Because again, I really feel this reading is all about a rapid success. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I am saying once you get started, and if you get started, you will be successful rather quickly. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Nine of Wands. Yes, don't give up. This is like trying again. And definitely with the Wheel of Fortune as well. This gives me, now this kind of turns this reading into a second chance reading. I don't think it's a person from the past, by the way. I think you're just getting, like if it's love, you're just getting a second chance to fall in love, but probably with a new person. If it's money, it's probably a second chance to, live the life or, make the money that you want to make, but maybe with a different job or a different position or whatever the case may be. Nine of Wands is a card of experimentation. So, don't be afraid to try new things, or don't be afraid to experiment with new things in your life. Nine of Wands is really my card of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. So, I always say, like, we have to try a bunch of things with a Nine of Wands, figure out what works, and then kind of like go from there. And the Wheel of Fortune is about taking control of your destiny. With the Page of Swords, you have the Star. In a lot of ways, I'm wondering if you have manifested a very strong connection, or if you're about to manifest a very strong connection. There really isn't that much love showing up here like right now. So, it could be one of those things. We'll see what comes up during the mid-monthly readings. But, it could also be that you are watching a person, or someone's watching you with the Page of Swords here, or someone has their eye on you. Someone clearly wants to give you attention. The Sun and the Star is a lot of attention. And, so this could be love coming in for you. And I feel it'll be very successful. But it might be one of those things, again, where, maybe it comes in towards the end of the month, or maybe it's like towards the end of the year or something like that. I just don't really feel it in this reading, right? It's like it's there. The energy is there, but it just hasn't fully, entered into your life yet. I hope that makes sense. But the other thing I will tell you is that the Sun and the Star is fame and fortune. The Sun and the Star is amazing for you getting as much attention as you possibly can. Whenever this shows up in a reading, I always tell people, again, this is not going to magically happen. You're going to have to take advantage of the energy. But if you try to get as much attention as you can in work or business, this could lead to a raise or a promotion. It could just lead to a new job as well. Same thing in love. If you want love, put yourself out there. You could probably meet someone very quickly. But this is, very good for, positive attention, or for getting positive attention. With the Sun, you have the Fool. The Fool represents a new beginning, or taking a leap of faith. Again, this is showing up in the area of your future feelings. It's almost like a fresh start. Like you feel like, I feel like you feel good. I feel like you feel like you're getting, kind of getting a second chance. Again, it's kind of a second chance reading. It's like, I don't want to make this sound, better than it actually is, but it's a very good reading. I feel like there's going to be rapid success, but, it's almost like you feel you're getting that like second lease on life. Like you can, finally do something that you've wanted to do, or something is giving you a lot of hope here. I mean, again, we see all three of these cards, Star, Sun, and the Fool, can represent feeling very hopeful, feeling very like enthusiastic, and, all those other good things as well. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is rest, relax, recover. So, again, things are going to be moving very quickly this month, I feel, for sure. This looks like rapid success to me. But the Four of Swords would say, yeah, there's going to be rapid success. Yes, things are going to move very, very quickly. But, like, don't burn yourself out. Make sure that you're getting plenty of rest, drinking plenty of water, doing all the important stuff, right? You have this Carrot card. It says opportunity or windfall. These 5 cards look amazing, by the way. Really, really nice. So definitely could be a big opportunity. I kind of feel like if you're finding if you do find a person, or if you have your eyes on a person here, I really kind of feel like you win the lottery with this person, literally. So again, if you have your eye on a person, I would go for it. I would flirt, do whatever you got to do, because it feels really good to me. Same thing with a job or an idea. If you have like these hopeful ideas, I really feel the universe is trying to give you hope again. It's like you had no hope, or you're coming off a period of time where you've lost hope, and I feel like the universe is kind of like trying to get you to return to that like hopeful state, right? You have this dog card. It says protection from a powerful friend. I do feel like you are just protected at this time. You have this ant card. It says work, achievement, success. Yeah, we see a lot of success here in this reading. People might be wondering like how, ants can lift many times their body weight. So, people might be wondering like how you're able to accomplish so much or whatever. But it's like they're totally ignoring all the work that you've done up until this point. So, there you go. You have this four-leaf clover. It says great good fortune on it. So there are clearly great good fortunes coming in for you. And finally, you have this bad card. It says something important, such as a new job or a raise. Again, if you want a new job or raise, I would just be focusing on that sun and the star. It says get as much attention, like highlight the good things about you, of course, but make it more. It really kind of don't be afraid to shine a light on the things that make you special, that make you powerful, and all that other stuff. But pretty good reading here, Scorpio. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.